So, this is what you guys got for B here from that GoFundMe. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting time, so I might as well go over the parts that we have here today. We have a Magenta Pop Air computer case here. It's a rather smaller case. It's not a big one, but this build doesn't necessarily call for a monstrous case, so that's what we got there. We have a 3060 Ti GPU. I was intending on getting like a Radeon 6700 XT, but I saw this on like Super Sale with Newegg, and then you had the whole thing with the rebates and whatnot. So you know what? The GPU prices, as much as I'd want them to be even lower, this was $399. So I actually have two M.2s here there that are both a terabyte. So of course I couldn't turn that one down. Oop. Of course I'm not gonna let that down. I mean, come on, 2 terabytes for $100. Why the hell not? I have a kit of 32 gigabytes, 2 sticks, DDR4 RAM with 3200 megahertz. It's perfectly okay, and the kit was $91. And then the iRoller, I know, it's an i7-11700K that I got alongside the ASUS Prime Z590 Wi-Fi motherboard. Again, an iRoller. I know, people call the 11700K a waste of sand, but honest to God, getting these two things for around, what was it, like $150? I got them for, like, together, like new in box. I think it was like 200. Either way, it was actually really good. It was a really good deal that I got. And then now, of course, I have a CORSAIR RM750 watt power supply. And I have this wonderful cooler right here for the CPU, an H100i, black one, of course. So I'll go ahead and begin here in a second. Let's see your good old motherboard. Oop, crap. All right, processor boy's in there. I'm gonna go ahead and get to the RAM and then the M.2, so I will be right back. All right, the RAM is in now. All right, now for the M.2s. All right, I have everything in there. I got the CPU, the RAM, and the two M.2s. One of them is under here, and the other one is right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the case out. And we got the Magenta here. I wasn't joking when I said that. It's literally magenta, or pink, if you will. It's actually really cool. I'm gonna love the look of this when it's done. So I actually have the motherboard in there now. It fit in there and all nice and snug. Right, there's everything pointing out the back. And actually, there's something funny about this case I wanted to mention. And that's the fact that there is like a space here for an optical drive of all things. Those are still around. And there's also an ashtray, I guess, or a place to keep your screws. I mean, that's about all I can think for this thing, but yeah, it's a place to keep your screws, I guess. And this thing magnetically pops on back there. All nice. See, now look at this magnificent boy in here, this good old radiator. Yep, so we got this boy right here in the radiator, which I will put on here in a small amount of time. And now for the true way to open up a power supply, if I can... There we go. You see, one-handed. You see, Phil the Unswift was supposed to help me today, and then Phil decided to be a bitch. So, yeah, that's what we're dealing with today. But yeah, no, 750 watt power supply. Okay, so I got the AIO pump in there. It actually, yeah, it took me a while because if you look under there, or I guess right here for that matter, the AIO is in the way of the CPU connector, so I had to like uninstall it and then run the CPU connector in there, including the pump connector in there as well. That you can probably see it right there, right there. Yeah, you can see the pump connector right there. And then I had to install it while simultaneously dealing with that thing right there. All right, graphics card. We got the MSI folder there. All right, graphics card. Yeah, again, we have a what is it, a 3060 Ti from MSI, so we're gonna go ahead and put this in there. All right, so right now I'm just making sure that the computer itself is turning on, and I'm gonna deal with a bunch more of the cable management right now. As you can see, I have the power supply going on in the back over there, hooking up against the wall, so I'm probably gonna put that in there and then I'll finish the rest of this up. God damn it. Seriously, that radiator right there, like, such an absolute pain in the fucking ass. And with this, there is a button up here for light colors, I guess, so... Yep, I guess that's the closest one. Is there a magenta one? It's the purple one. I guess is the closest you're gonna get to it. I guess. I have it completed, and I didn't show a bunch of stuff on screen, but now I'm gonna go ahead and put Windows on it, because I still need to get the Windows key, but with the Windows key and the shipping cost, because of course I still have to send it over there, yeah, that's gonna cap off the exact price that it ended off at during the GoFundMe stream. So I want to thank all of you again for this. I'm sure B is gonna really enjoy this when he gets it. But yeah, I'll make sure to actually ship it back in the case that, or my bad, the box that contained the case, and I still have everything for it. I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna cover this in the plastic. I'm gonna put the packing material like inside the case itself. You want to make sure to do that. Very happy with how this turned out. Might actually change the the cable management a little bit there, because I think the motherboard and the other cable doesn't look the best, but I guess it doesn't matter that much. But oh well, either way it works, and I freaking love it.